Students, whatever homework is given to you, you have to submit it on the very next day between 8 am to 1 pm to the given WhatsApp number, and it is compulsory to submit your homework as your attendance will be marked on the basis of your submission.
Hello students, a very warm good morning to everyone. Today we are going to start chapter number 4, Landscape of the Soul, written by Nathalie Troveroy. This chapter is of our 11th standard English, Commerce and Science, both the subject, both the streams. You can study the same chapter and the same syllabus is there. So landscape means a big painting, a big photograph or a painting is called the landscape. And the word soul means Atma. So which is written by Nathalie Troveroy. This chapter, my dear students, is all about a mystic story. Not realistic story, but it is a mystical story, some like fairy tale or such kind of stories you can find. Unimaginable, unpredictable stories have been described over here in this chapter, right? So let us see the chapter. A wonderful old tale is told about the painter Wu Daozi. The name of the character, the name of the painter is Wu Daozi, and who lived in the 8th century, and his last painting was a landscape commissioned by the Tang Emperor Xuanzong. तो वू डाउजी इज़ द नेम ऑफ द पेंटर. इस पेंटर को पेंटिंग ड्रॉ करने की परमिशन दी जुआनजोंग. जुआनजोंग इज़ द एम्परर एंड ही इज़ द किंग ऑफ दैट एरिया. टू डेकोरेट अ पैलेस वॉल. और कहाँ ये पेंटिंग बनाना था? टू द पैलेस वॉल. पैलेस था महल उसका, उसकी दीवार पे. द मास्टर हैड हिडन हिज वर्क बिहाइंड अ स्क्रीन so only the emperor would see it. For a long while the emperor admired the wonderful scene, discovering forest, high mountains, waterfalls, clouds floating in an immense sky, men on hilly paths, birds in flight. Look, sire, said the painter, in this cave at the foot of the mountain dwells a spirit. Okay, so he draw beautiful painting. Into it we can see mountains, landscape, garden, as well as one cave. And he says that this inside this cave, on the foot of this mountain there is a cave, and into it there lives a spirit. Spirit मतलब कोई आत्मा या कुछ भी वहाँ रहता है बोले. हाँ, और he draw this painting, he covered this painting with a curtain so that not a single person can observe it. Only the king can see this painting, right? Yes. The painter clapped his hand. फिर उसने क्या किया? ताली बजाई. And the entrance to the cave opened, like खुल जा सिम सिम. In that manner उसने ऐसे ताली बजाई और तुरंत उस केव, उस गुफा का दरवाज़ा खुल गया. The inside is a splendid, beyond anything words can convey. Please let me show your majesty the way. And the painter entered the cave, but the entrance closed behind him, and before the astonished emperor, we can say, could move or utter a word, the painting had vanished from the wall, and not a trace of Wu Daozi's brush was left, and the artist was never seen again in this world. So it's a mysterious painting, it's a supernatural painting which we can see over here. और ऐसा mythical stories में ही possible है बेटा. So this is all about this painting. He draw beautiful painting. There is an entrance. The king is standing, and the painter Wu Daozi clapped with his hand. The door opens, right? And as the door opens, the painter entered inside the cave. He observed the scenery, and as the painter entered, the door was closed. As the door was closed, the whole painting disappeared. Not a single line of the color you can observe. So this is your first story, right? Now next lines, next paragraph. Such stories played an important part in China's classical education. द बुक्स ऑफ कॉन्फ्यूशियस, 2 कैरेक्टर है जिन्होंने, 2 राइटर है जिन्होंने ऐसी स्टोरीज लिखी है और वो चाइना के जो बच्चे हैं उनके सिलेबस में आती है। तो द बुक ऑफ कॉन्फ्यूशियस एंड जुआनजी आर फुल ऑफ देम। दे हेल्प्ड द मास्टर टू गाइड हिज डिसिपल इन द राइट डायरेक्शन and beyond the anecdote, it is called the anecdote, means a small stories, sometime it has moral, sometime it has imagination also, so they are deeply revealing of the spirit in, right? So moving on to the next page beta, अब next page पे अपने पढ़ते हैं कि भाई which art was considered and contrast this story or another famous one about a painter who wouldn't draw the eye of a dragon। अब एक और ऐसी एक कहानी है बेटा जिसमें उसने ड्रैगन बनाया, चाइना का ड्रैगन, लेकिन उसने उसकी आई नहीं बनाई, आई ही डिडंट ड्रॉ, बिकॉज वो मानता था कि यदि मैं इसमें आई ड्रॉ करूँगा तो ड्रैगन उड़ के चला जाएगा इधर से। सच काइंड ऑफ स्टोरी इज देयर। सो हु वुडंट ड्रॉ द आई ऑफ अ ड्रैगन, he had painted for fear it would fly out of the painting। and what is the fear he has? It may be possible if I draw the eye, then the dragon can see the world and suddenly he fly away or disappeared, because dragon has the wings, right? So with an old story from my native Flanders, and that native Flander is the place, वहाँ से story थी, that I find most representative of Western पेंटिंग। चलो अब एक और कहानी, पहली थी अपनी केव वाली पेंटिंग, बराबर, सेकंड स्टोरी थी हमारी ड्रैगन वाली। नाउ नेक्स्ट स्टोरी इज देयर कि इन 15th सेंचुरी, 15वीं शताब्दी में एंटवर्प क्या कौन था? तो अ मास्टर ब्लैकस्मिथ। एंटवर्प इन 15th सेंचुरी, एंटवर्प अ मास्टर ब्लैकस्मिथ called Quentin Matsys fell in love with a painter's daughter. The father would not accept a son-in-law in such a profession. So Quentin sneaked into the painter's studio. फिर से क्लियर करो, एंटवर्प इज वन ऑफ द मास्टर ब्लैकस्मिथ, वो लुहार था, ब्लैकस्मिथ का काम करता था। क्विंटन मैट्सी फेल इन लव विथ अ पेंटर्स डॉटर, बराबर। जस्ट अ मिनट, लेट मी क्लैरिफाई यू कि 15th सेंचुरी में एंटवर्प इज द प्लेस एंड अ मास्टर ब्लैकस्मिथ कॉल्ड क्विंटन मैट्सी फेल इन लव। हु फेल इन लव विथ whom? तो क्विंटन मैट्सी फेल इन लव विद द पेंटर्स डॉटर। चलो इतना क्लियर। अब आगे, द फादर वुड नॉट एक्सेप्ट अ सन इन लॉ इन सच अ प्रोफेशन, सो क्विंटन स्निक्ड इनटू द पेंटर्स स्टूडियो। चुपके से क्विंटन उस पेंटर के स्टूडियो में चला जाता है। किसके? एंटवर्प के। एंटवर्प का स्टूडियो था, उसमें क्विंटन चुपचाप चला जाता है। एक्चुअली क्विंटन इज अ ब्लैकस्मिथ, Quentin is a blacksmith and Antwerp is a painter, right student? So let us see. So Quentin sneaked into the painter's studio and painted a fly. Fly मतलब एक मक्खी ड्रॉ करता है वो on his latest panel with such delicate realism, like 3D पेंटिंग जैसा। ये रियल में वो मक्खी बैठी है, ऐसा पेंटिंग कौन करता है? तो एंटवर्प के स्टूडियो में जाके क्विंटन मैट्सी ड्रॉ करता है। इवन दो ही वाज अ ब्लैकस्मिथ बट ही ट्राइड टू ड्रॉ द पेंटिंग। दैट द मास्टर ट्राइड टू स्वॉट इट अवे बिफोर ही रियलाइज्ड व्हाट हैड हैपन एंड क्विंटन वाज इमीडिएटली एडमिटेड एज एन अप्रेंटिस इनटू हिज स्टूडियो। फिर जो लड़की का फादर था, बराबर, एंटवर्प, उसने आके देखा, वो मक्खी उड़ाना चाहा उस पेंटिंग से, लेकिन उड़ी नहीं। तो ही वॉज इम्प्रेस्ड विद दिस पेंटिंग, राइट, एंड ही कॉल्ड द क्विंटन एज हिज अप्रेंटिस, एज हिज हेल्पर इन हिज स्टूडियो, एंड देन ही मैरिड हिज बिलवेड एंड वेंट ऑन टू बिकम वन ऑफ द मोस्ट फेमस पेंटर्स ऑफ हिज एज। और फिर जो पेंटर था, कौन? एंटवर्प, उसकी लड़की से शादी हो जाती है, बराबर, यस, एंड ही become one of the most famous painter. These two stories illustrate what each form of art is trying to achieve, a perfect or illusionistic likeness. Illusion, to be or not to be, है भी और नहीं भी. In Europe, the essence of inner life and spirit in Asia. चलो, ये हो गई आपकी पेंटर वाली एंटवर्प वाली स्टोरी. नेक्स्ट लाइन. In the Chinese story, the emperor commissions a painting and appreciates its outer appearance, but the artist reveals to him the true meaning of his work. The emperor may rule over the territory he has conquered, but only the artist knows the way within. Let me show the way. The Tao, a word that means both the path of the method and the mysterious works of the universe. The painting is gone, but the artist has reached his goal beyond any material appearance. मतलब जो फर्स्ट पेंटिंग था उसका मीनिंग बता रहे कि भाई जितने भी किंगडम आपने जीते हैं, वॉट एवर किंगडम यू वॉन, बट दीज किंगडम्स one day vanish like my painting. It doesn't remain forever, victory and all this thing. Then a classical Chinese landscape is not meant to reproduce an actual view, as would a Western figurative, whereas the European painters wants you to borrow his eye and look at a particular landscape exactly as he saw it from a specific angle. The Chinese painter does not choose a single viewpoint, and his landscape is not a real one, and you can enter it from any point, then travel in it. The artist creates a path for your eyes to travel up and down, then back again in a leisurely movement. This is even more true in the case of horizontal scroll, in which the action slowly opening. मतलब each and every painting has its own importance, right? The dragon eye he doesn't draw, it means that you can see this painting with your eyes. You can give your opinions, and there the painting on the wall is also has its own importance. So every painting has their proper importance, right? So this way the paintings are looking physical. The eyes, he wants you to enter his mind. Eyes का मतलब है कि you can enter with your mind. Then painting means कि this kind of kingdom and all this thing one day must disappear. So here we can find the inner one as well as a spiritual and conceptual space we can observe over here in this lesson. Okay friends, अब आगे next point इसका next page and the last page of your chapter. This concept is expressed as shanshui. बराबर, shanshui literally माउंटेन वाटर. शेंशुई मीन्स माउंटेन वाटर. उसपे से एक टेलीविजन भी आता था, सेंसुई, विच यूज्ड टुगेदर रिप्रेजेंट द वर्ड लैंडस्केप. मोर देन टू एलिमेंट्स ऑफ एन इमेज, दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स टू कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री पोल्स रिफ्लेक्टिंग द Taoist व्यू ऑफ द यूनिवर्स. द माउंटेन इज यंग, रीचिंग वर्टिकली टुवर्ड्स द हेवन. वो पेंटिंग का एक्सप्लेनेशन दे रहे हैं कि माउंटेन मीन्स हेवन, yang means heaven, stable, warm and dry in the sun, while the water is yin, horizontal and resting on the earth, fluid, moist and cool. The interaction of yin, the receptive feminine aspect of universal energy, and its counterpart yang, active and masculine, is of course a fundamental notion of Taoism. What is often overlooked is an essential third element, the middle void, where their interactions take place. This can be compared with the yogic practice of pranayama. Breathe in, retain, breathe out. The suspension of breath is the void where meditation occurs, and the middle void is essential. Nothing can happen without it. Hence the importance of white unpainted space in Chinese landscape. मतलब whiteness जो थी, blank हो गया पूरा लैंडस्केप. मतलब क्या? तो इट्स अ मेडिटेशन, इट्स अ योगा. तो पेंटिंग इज ऑल्सो कंपेयर्ड, लैंडस्केप पेंटिंग इज ऑल्सो कंपेयर्ड विथ मेडिटेशन एंड योगा. दिस इज ऑल्सो वेयर मैन फाइंड्स नेक्स्ट पैरा अ फंडामेंटल रोल इन दैट स्पेस, राइट, बिटवीन हेवन एंड अर्थ. He becomes the conduit of communication between both poles of the universe. His presence is essential, even if it's only suggested, far from being lost or oppressed by the lofty peaks. He is in Francois Cheng's wonderful expression, the eye of the landscape. बराबर, eye of the landscape is also the other title of this lesson. So my dear students, this is all about your lesson, total 3 stories, and these 3 stories, how can it represents its explanation and all this thing is given over here. So write the word meaning, write the question answer and submit to the given WhatsApp number. Right friends? Okay, so that's all for today. Bye bye. Take care.